Good morning, good afternoon, how are we all doing? My name is Jacob. Welcome back to or welcome to Tired Reads if you are new here, and welcome to a brand new video in a brand new location. Not really, it's just the basement that I decided to renovate. Not really renovate, reorganize, I guess is the word. Zoom out a little bit. I've been sitting here editing a lot today, so I was also trying to test this setup to see if I'd like it to, what's the word? Live stream. That's the word. It's real late at night, and I should definitely not be recording this video, but here we are. I feel very professional right now. I feel like I should be reporting the news or something. No, that's not my job. That's not my job. Anyways, so in today's video, we have the newest installment of On My Shelf for a Good Time or a Long Time. Maybe there was a fun intro that just went off right now. I don't know how ambitious I'm feeling, but in today's episode is something I'm so excited about, and I've been waiting to do this forever. This is supposed to happen like last year, like after the Taylor Jenkins Reads one. That's how long ago this was supposed to happen. Today's On My Shelf for a Good Time or a Long Time is none other than Andy Weir, author of The Martian, and the author of the two books we'll be reading for this video. Well, I'll be reading. One that I'm really excited about is Project Hail Mary and Artemis. So right over here. Yeah, it does. Nailed it. So I am super pumped to read these two books. I know this one, Artemis, wasn't too well reviewed, sure. But Project Hail Mary was like everyone's newest favorite book of 2021, I think it came out. And I think that's because this takes place in space. It has more of the vibes of The Martian, and I think that's why people like this one more. I have had Artemis on my shelf for years, and I'm excited to get it in. So, a little about me and Sir Andy Weir. I read The Martian when I was in 8th grade, I want to say. I'm going to say 8th grade. I think it was 8th grade. I read it then. And it took me forever to read, and that was because The Martian is very digestible in reading, but it's also a lot of science. And the parts that always tripped me up are when we went into the factories that were building the materials to be put on the spaceship that went to Mars. You know what I'm talking about. Those always lost me a little bit, but the movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. Is it? Did I just make that claim? Oh my god, a little spontaneous.
Clap if you care. Clap if you care.
Oh, I think it is. I think it is. Yeah. I love, what's his face? Matt Damon in it. I think he's fantastic as Watney. And I'm like this tempted to reread The Martian in this video. So this may be coming out a little bit later than I anticipated. But I love the movie more so, and I think it's a great adaptation. One of the better adaptations out there. But the reasons I loved The Martian were the character. And I think that's why a lot of people liked Project Hail Mary, because I hear this has a better character in it. Like it's better, I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing through the grapevine. And then Artemis, people just don't talk about her. And I need to know, is she okay? Is she okay? That's what I need to know. So I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. But yeah, I'm so pumped for this. I am excited to get into a science fiction book where it's not... Here we go. My guess for the way Project Hail Mary is going to go is it's going to be very feasible, just like The Martian, where it was very conceivable in the way that, of course, we're going to send people to Mars, and of course there's the potential of someone getting left behind. Would it be the botanist? I mean, they had the better chance of survival anyways. That's all. I said it. You think the physicist is going to be able to grow food? That's why they're bringing the botanist. I said it. Also, I'm curious, this has nothing to do with the books. How's the audio? Is it echoey? I have no idea. But I'm anticipating this to be a longer video. We got lots to do. I've got to read 2 books. This one is just 300 pages, and this one's close to 500. So, balance. The problem is, the audiobooks, which we all know I love an audiobook, are only on Amazon Audible. and I don't subscribe. I am not loyal to them. And yeah, you're just gonna ignore my Amazon cart that's filled right now. But I'm not loyal to their Audible. I'll use Libra. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna figure it out. That's a me problem. If I am feeling it, I may read The Martian, depending on how these two books go, and then we'll see where it goes from there. If I don't read The Martian, I'll definitely watch The Martian. Then, like in the past, we'll rank the three. We'll rank the three at the end, best to worst, in my opinion. We'll rank them on cover design. I think I did that one time. I don't know, and whatever else I want to, whatever else I'm feeling. Yeah, I hope you're ready to hear my thoughts and too many opinions and too many thoughts on this series. Come on, people want to see this. So get your snacks, get your drinks, depending on time of day, get your drinks. I'm not stopping you, go for it. As long as you're legal in your place of residence. And let's get into it. I wonder what we're going to start with first, because I'm not reading tonight. That's a tomorrow problem. I feel like I should start with Artemis, solely because it's less talked about. I'm going to save the best for last. I think that's what the plan is. And hopefully I can finish this tomorrow.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
And that way I can just devour this as I go, because my summer is about to get hectic. Ooh. So, time to see if Andy Weir is on my shelf for a good time or a long time. Let's get into it, y'all. Good morning. It's not even morning, I don't know what I'm saying. I am beyond tired. It was a rough day at work today. With the school shooting that happened in Texas. It's just ridiculous that this is still happening, and it shouldn't be happening anymore, and there's nothing we as citizens can do to change legislation. That's up to the government and the people we voted to be doing that, and they're not doing it. So all we can do is continue to put pressure on them. There'll be some resources linked down below, but yeah, so that was rough to deal with while working in a school today. So yeah, please make sure you check out some of those links that I've added down below. And even if you aren't 18 or live in America, don't be afraid to put pressure on politicians to do their one job. I just think of this is a very awkward angle. I just think of the Parkland kids who have already brought so much change, but there's still much more to do, and they're young and they've used their voice. It is also the second year anniversary of George Floyd, his death, his murder by the hands of policemen, and it's a shame that it's taken this long to put legislation in place. Supposedly Biden was supposed to sign something today. I don't know if he did. I have to look up. But I've just been taking a step back from social media today just because it's been aggravating me so much that I just keep seeing politicians say thoughts and prayers and not doing anything about it. So yeah. Sorry I don't talk about it much here. I talked about it ad nauseum at work today, and I'm a little spent on it. Thankfully I am in that position where I can take a moment and pause, and I recognize that, and I'm grateful for it. Well, this next thing I was going to do is a bit awkward after this segment. So let's talk about the book. I don't have it with me. It's upstairs, but it's pretty interesting so far. I'm really enjoying it. We're following this Porter. Her name's not Porter. She's moving packages to and fro, and some of them are illegal. Some of them are not, but she's living on the moon, and they've successfully established residency on the moon. She's delivered this package once to this man, and now he wants her to do some illegal things, like disrupting the whole process of mining aluminum, I believe it is, so that he can gain control of that industry and become an even bigger billionaire. So that's that. I'm really enjoying it. What's his face? Andy Weir really knows how to make a character and how to really write a character and make it fun to read. So I'm really enjoying that aspect. I haven't done much reading this week. I need to get into it. I need to finish it. We're going to finish it. But the reason we're down here at the moment, and I'm at this odd angle, is because this might have been an impulse purchase, but you're not here to judge. If you are, turn around. Skip forward. I might have bought a new monitor and a keyboard. So we're gonna set that up. I have one that I use to game on, but I think I'm either gonna use both of them or get rid of the one I have, just because it's lower quality and it's pretty old now. So I don't know. Stick tuned. Do you want a montage? Shall we montage? Let's montage.
montage. We haven't montaged in a while. Let's do that.
I'm tired. That's a lot. The USB, micro USB. This is the smart monitor M7 Samsung. I got this for a bit of a deal on Amazon because it doesn't have the remote included or something. Like, I don't need that. The remote you can just buy on Amazon for like $15 instead of almost like $70 cheaper to buy it without the remote. So I was like, that's a deal. Well, here's the monitor, and it's broken. There's a line of dead pixels like right here, and that's infuriating, so I have to return it, and hopefully I can get another one. Hey, well, that's why you don't buy open box, but I guess that's a sign that... I don't really know what the sign was, but now I gotta put it all back together, and that's just so much work. So this was anticlimactic. Okay, well, we'll see what happens next. Oh, lordy. Okay, so... Oh. This is not going well, team. Okay, so it is Sunday. I have not been reading really at all, but we're not going to talk about that. What we're going to talk about is that I went to Best Buy and I got my monitor. There she is. Oh, don't mind the ring light. I picked that up, so I'm going to set that up real quick. And then I got a couple more things I'm going to haul, and then we'll read. It's very hot, so I'm going to stay in my basement for a little bit. But I have been reading. The book's been getting quite interesting. So we're following her now, or executing her mission, and things are going astray already, because I was like, how is this plot going to progress past this, because we're already hitting the 100-page mark and she's already executing the plot, but not flawlessly. So now I'm going to set this up, and then we're going to read, and we're going to get to it. So I'll check in with the final product, since you already saw a fail of a montage because it was broken. See you then. We'll talk in a minute. I gotta throw this stuff away. We'll talk when I get upstairs to read. I'll see you then. Okay, so it's probably quite loud because the air conditioning is on and my fan, but it's hot, okay? It's Memorial Day, it's 84 degrees. It's hot, 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 hot. But I finished Artemis by Andy Weir. Of course, by Andy Weir, because, you know, we're seeing if he's on my shelf for a good time or a long time. I just don't know how I exactly feel about this. It was like an enjoyable, like, heist-esque story, but I don't know, it felt weird that the main character was from Saudi Arabia, you know, written by a white guy. Like, I don't know, that part, I don't know, just like, I don't know, just felt a little bit off. So I'm gonna have to look up and see what other people thought on that front. But I mean, he nails a character. I love Jasmine in this. She was a great character. I do think there were some times in it where, you know, some male thinking of how women act are. I do think some of that played out in this, but I'm also not the biggest fan of how this ended very abruptly. I was like reading, I was like, oh, we're done. I didn't realize we were done. We're done. So it's kind of a shame. I also got to the point where I was kind of just like over it because I was like, oh, we get it, it's gonna be annoying. I was like, just be done, I'm done, let's be done. So but the caveat is like, I know this book isn't a lot of people's favorite compared to his other stuff, so I'm like, is it a me problem or is it just the book problem? So I think that's the debacle there. But I mean, I enjoyed it. It was, you know, just enough science to, the science was explained well enough to not make you feel overwhelmed. I believe this one did, yeah, this one came up after The Martian, and comparing like that order, I do think it was a bad book in comparison to The Martian, just because like as a follow-up, but I don't think it was too bad. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I didn't like how much like Jasmine like sacrificed herself throughout the whole book, not even just like the last act, to like save this town. And I'm like, for what? You did that for what?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I don't need to explain myself to you. And
What was the reason?
Like, why would you volunteer to? I don't know. Wouldn't be me. But yeah, I think, yeah, the concept of living on the moon and having this establishment is pretty interesting, and seeing like not exactly from like birth, but like a little bit later on in development. I think that was really interesting. I don't know, something just didn't feel right, you know? So I think because of that, it's gonna get like a 3, 4. I don't know, I'm gonna run it through Cawpile and see, and then judge it off there. Like, I don't really use Cawpile how you're supposed to, because I'm always like, that doesn't feel right. So I always adjust it. That means next up is Project Hail Mary, and I am very pumped for this one. I have high hopes for this. It is 100 pages longer. I don't know what this one is about. It seems like this one's following a male main character, and I think that might do Andy Weir better. Oh, the battery light is flashing, so we should wrap this up, but let's see how long we can go before it dies. So I'm going to be jumping into this. I think I'm going to take a little pause just so I don't get like worn out between the two. So I'm thinking I'm going to read something else in between these, maybe finish something else. But today I'm just going to spend time in my basement. I'm going to write, hopefully can make a good indent in some story with my new keyboarding. I'm all professional, like I'm writing on a typewriter. But then I'll probably definitely play some Civilization and then read something. So I'll check in when I read Project Hail Mary. Not read it, but like read a good bit of it. So I'll see you then. Let's get into the rest of my weekend on Memorial Day, shall we? Well, hello. It's been a time. So I believe I started filming this video in, I don't even know, June? I don't know. What I do know is it's August. Listen, summer was rough. It was a rough time out here. You'll hear more about it in a video that I'm about to film right now. But staying on topic for this video, I am 75 pages into Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, of course, and I am enjoying this so much more than Artemis. So this guy wakes up on a spaceship. He doesn't know what's happening, where he is, he doesn't know his name, anything about him, and so he is trying to figure it all out. But there's this like AI computer prohibiting from accessing other parts of the ship without like regaining consciousness. And so it turns out, so I really don't want to talk about this one that much, because I think a great part of it is like finding out that mystery of who he is and why I mean, granted, it's only 75 pages in, so if you want to skip this part, go ahead. But he is a science teacher, high school science teacher, who believes that water isn't necessary for all life forms in the universe, just necessary for humans. So he wrote a paper on that, got exiled from the science community. We've gotten to the part where he's regained a lot of his memories and consciousness, and he's actively exploring the ship now and figuring out why he's there, or trying to remember. I'm really enjoying this. Just like every other Andy Weir novel, the character is such a fun person to read and be in their perspective of. So I'm going to continue this. But other than that, I got my smoothie, a little tropical blend, very thick, which like so much has happened. You know, Beyonce's released an album, which 10 out of 10 would recommend. Such a great time. I finished all my summer work, so I only have one more week off, and then next week we start in service days. And then the following week we're back, which I'm excited for. I miss the routine. I do indeed. So I'm hoping, I mean, I got into I'll touch on it here, but go watch the other video. I got into such a huge reading slump over this summer that like I didn't read anything and I didn't want to film anything. So I'm trying to like ease my way back into it, hopefully. I'm hoping like editing will help me get into it, because I really do enjoy editing. That's holding on for dear life. Yeah, it's August. It was a very busy summer. I had fun. I hope you did too. I'm thinking we're going to do a live show soon just to talk to you all. I miss you all. It was a fun time. So I'm hoping that helps. A bit depressed then, so that also didn't help. But here we are. A new dawn, new day. So I'm going to film that other video talking about all the books that I read 2 months off. Unintentional. I had such great plans. Listen, I had Google Sheets made of everything that I was going to read. I had plans. And it all fell through. What I do know is I'm going to film this video talking about the books I read in the last 2 months to update you all. And then I'm going to, well, I might edit that. And then I'm going to just read for the rest of the day. I cleaned my room. I'm going to chill. See you then. See you then. Glad to see you again.
Don't take it easy. You are every man's dream. Find this woman that I've seen. Take your time down the line. Deeper vibes ain't no crime. I just wanna love you, baby. Spread a little kiss in the night. Help me get the mojo back.
You're stacked a little precariously right now on a pile of books, and it's a lot. I figured I'd just check in. I am 265 pages, which is about halfway, a little over halfway through Project Hail Mary, and I am loving this so much. One thing that Andy Weir does so well in his books is character. I always love his character, from The Martian to Artemis and to this. They are such great characters. So we're following, I think in the previous clip I said I didn't want to talk much about it because I didn't want to spoil it, but like, there's the door. If you would like to leave, go ahead. Or skip forward. Either or. So we're following his doctor, and he remembers all his memories slowly coming back to him as he's... Was it crooked? Sorry. So distracted. As he's remembering things about the build up to where he is now. And he's in space, and he's trying to save Earth from this like alien life form that's eating the sun, and it's going to put Earth into an ice age and kill all of humanity. So he's sent into this outer space looking to see why this one star is not affected by this bacteria as every other star is. And when he's there, he meets an alien, and this alien and him, that the relationship is hysterical. So they're, of course, it's in a different life form, so they're not following the English, really any known language or anything. So he has to figure out how they talk. Their banter is hysterical. I love listening to them together. And it's really like, who knew it would be my favorite couple? It's just like this weird, I don't know, alien life form that talks through chords. like music chords. So our guy Grace, what's his last name? I always forget his last name. Ryland. I knew it. So Ryland Grace, he's a science teacher, and he basically discovered everything about these microbes that are infecting the sun and potentially killing off Earth. Him and his banter with Rocky, the alien life form that he's named, is hysterical. I'm loving it. I'm excited to see where it's gonna go. I have this like a little bit of a fear that Rocky's gonna be bad, and if Rocky's bad, I'm gonna be really upset because I really like Rocky. But one thing is for sure with Andy Weir character, he could do no wrong. All 3 books I've read from him have exceptional character, no matter the plot. I know in Artemis I wasn't too big of a fan of the plot, and there were moments that dragged on. Like for this, the first couple of chapters really dragged on, but it picked up, and we got there. I'm gonna probably scroll into TikTok because yes, after 3 years I have finally caved and gotten TikTok. And I will now probably scroll through that and try to read more. I'm gonna try and read probably another 100 pages today. It is only 6 o'clock. Okay, maybe I could finish it today.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah.
You're a dreamer. You dream a lot in your sleep.
No, not really. I know.
Yes, you do.
No, I
Yes,
don't.
you do.
200 pages. I'm good, but not that good, so we'll wait on that. But if I finish it today, that means we can wrap this up and get this video up. Because I think I'm ready to start my next video, which is anticipated reads. Alright, let's get to reading. Let's be real. We're gonna watch through TikTok. Okay, then we'll read. Y'all, I am like, I don't know. I'm gonna double check. I'm on chapter 22, page 362. That means I am almost at the end. This is so much fun. I'm loving the relationship with Rocky and Rylan. So hysterical, and like, we almost lost Rocky, and I was going through the trenches. I was way too emotionally invested in Rocky, but they are working together to try and figure out how to save Earth. And Rocky's playing it, and I'm enjoying like the dual timelines of leading up to takeoff and discovering why Ryland got the job to be on space anyways, because he wasn't supposed to. So very much enjoying it. I'm excited to continue it. I think I'm going to try to finish it tonight. It is, oh, my clocks are so far away. I think it's like 10:30ish, 10:45. So I'm going to try and finish it tonight. Get this video up Tuesday. I want to finish it tonight. I also want to scroll through TikTok. Okay, anyways, let's go for it. Close my ambiance room because that's right, I finished Project Hail Mary. And that was a roller coaster of a ride, the last 100 pages. It is 1 a.m, but I did it, and that's all that counts. I don't know how I feel about it. Let me back that up. I loved this story. I loved everything about it. I just don't know how I feel about the ending. It hurt a little, but I really enjoyed it. Like, I couldn't put this down. Oh my god, it was so good. Why was I so enthralled by it? I don't know. But I could not put it down for the life of me. I read it. Well, damn. I started reading this at 9 tonight, and it's 1 a.m. And I only paused once. God, I'm talented.
Hello. Let's celebrate that.
Incredible story. I highly enjoyed this. So much fun. I loved the character between Rocky and Ryland. It was so... They were so funny. So funny, the banter. Especially because, you know, Rocky's using a very limited vocabulary of English and vice versa. I don't know. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna scroll through TikTok probably. Then I'm gonna go to bed. And then I will wrap this up tomorrow after therapy. Because I may or may not be going to Barnes & Noble, but we don't need to talk about that part. No, we do not. No, we do not. So, such a great time. I was close to tears because I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
But I did it. I read this basically 500-page book in 4-ish days. I'm not saying I'm talented, but like, I'm talented is all I'm saying. So, I'm going to bed. Good night. Hello. Alright, you're balanced very precariously, so hopefully you don't fall. But I am here to wrap out the my bag. All Myself for a Good Time or a Long Time, featuring Andy Weir. And y'all, Mr. Weir he's gonna be on my shelf for a long time. Yeah! Read The Martian back in 2014, I think. Does that line up with the math? I know, I've had this one for a while. Yeah, 2014. Absolutely love this. Love the movie. I wish I was better at vlogging this, so I would have vlogged watching the movie, but it was a great time. And then I read Artemis, which I know I talked in great deal, I believe, so I won't say as much here, but I believe I gave this 4 stars, so it was good. The things I didn't like was the plot, really. It was just a lot of long-windedness. Hopefully the air conditioning isn't too high or too loud, but I'm not turning it off. It's too hot. I ain't doing that, so sorry. Not really. I didn't enjoy this one as much because it was very plot. The plot wasn't for me. It had potential, but something just fell through, and so I give 4 stars. Then Project Hail Mary, the beauty, the grace she is. Oh my God, this was a roller coaster. I have never read a almost 500-page book as fast as I did this. I've stayed up way too late last night to finish it. I was so determined to finishing it. I know I said something about like how I wasn't too happy with the ending, which is still true. I am a little miffed with how it ended, but it also very well fit with Ryland and the character and the plot. So I just wanted a really happy ending, so that was the problem, but this was such a great book. I highly enjoyed this. It gave me very much Martian vibes. Like, these two are more comparable than Artemis. This is kind of like out here, but these are very much the same. They are both very science heavy, but the science is more overwhelming in this one, I would say, than this one, but I understood it, but that's just me. I know that. I highly enjoyed this. If you haven't read this, go pick it up from your local library, local bookstore, somewhere. Get it now in your hands. Oh, okay. Sanderson. On the back, Brando Sando says, I love The Martian, but I actually find Project Hail Mary to be Mr. Weir's finest work to date. And honestly, I kind of agree with that. I think this was much better paced. In the beginning, it was a little slow, but that was just, it felt very video game-esque of trying to figure out why you're there and what you're doing. And their reveals were very well timed out. I love the dual timelines of going back to leading up to the launch of Hail Mary and into where he is now and how he got there and why he was chosen, because you, as you're in your back timeline, previous timeline? Past. That's the word. You find that he wasn't supposed to be on this trip, so really the whole time you're like, well, then why the hell is he the only survivor? Y'all, I love space. Now, would I volunteer to do this? Absolutely not. No. I don't, not for me. Not for me. No. No, just not for me. So, that's that. I'm excited this vlog is going to come to an end. Oh, ranking. So, I think Project Hail Mary is number 1. I loved the relationship between Rocky and Ryland. I loved it so much. Then it's going to go Martian, and then it's going to go Artemis. I love all 3 characters. Fantastic. Andy Weir can really write a character. Something about this just fell flat. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just not to the level of this, you know. So cover design, I actually like the Martian more. I think it goes Martian. Wow. Sorry, Artemis, you're really falling behind. I think it goes Martian, Project Hail Mary. I don't know, there's something just like, oh, so cool about this. And the movie. But yeah, that's that. That's all my thoughts. Let me know if you've read these, if you watched the movie. If you have read Project Hail Mary, let me know if you think it'd be a cool adaptation. I think it would be pretty interesting. So that's all I have to say. Let's leave a astronaut emoji because I've got astronauts on both these covers. So let's leave that, or let me know how your day was. Hopefully you all had a great day, afternoon, or evening. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe down below if you would like to see more shenanigans. I'm going to end this, and then I think I'm going to start another vlog. Maybe. No. Maybe. I don't know. Stay tuned. That's why you should subscribe, so you can see the video if I do. Alrighty, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!